Welcome to this week's Bushel Up. Spending a little bit of time in the office this morning while we wait for the dew to get off the crop here and get dried out so we can, hopefully our goal today would be to finish harvesting David City and have all of Owner's Acres wrapped up. We were able to get Aurora done last week right before the rain came in. Definitely enjoyed a couple days break. I think you all did too. We didn't get a lot of moisture, but we got some moisture in most all areas. Some of you did get a fair amount. So as we hit the fields, I know it's go time. The corn's dried down. There's a lot of crop, and everybody's going to be hitting it hard. Just be safe. For me this morning, I'm going through some grid soil samples. That's one thing I love to review immediately. Following the combine, get those grids turned in. I'm going through a few growers' results right now here this morning, getting a chance to look at them, kind of see what trends we're seeing. Obviously, with some of the yields being poor, we didn't remove as much. In other areas, we are seeing some good corn yields pop out, and we're seeing some pretty good removals. So it's really important to get that foundation built. I alluded to it last week. That's the first thing we do is have the soil samplers follow the combine. We want to get those results back. Harvest is fresh in our mind. We kind of know where those yield patterns were, what we saw out there from the seed of the combine. And looking at these grid results right away, you can tie some things just off of memory and haven't been out in the field. So we're doing that. Love going through growers' results. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. It's important that we look at these, that we dive into them. It's great information. We like to get the full package of all our nutrients, not just NPK, but starting to dive into some of the micronutrients and see if there's any small tweaks we need to make there. Sometimes there's things that we miss. If we don't really spend the time and look at them. So do that, get your value out of your grid sample. To me, it's a very valuable data layer that we can look at and make a lot of great decisions. Good results coming out of the field. We're a little disappointed in Owner's Acres. We didn't hit some of the highs that we had hoped for. We did have very solid yields, and so those results will be coming out. I'm kind of finalizing those. As far as how some of the hybrids did, how we did some of the populations. We'll be filling you in more on that with some upcoming meetings after harvest. Make sure we get that information in your hands so you can learn along with us. If you have any questions in the meantime, please reach out. I know I've had quite a few phone calls about what did we see, what did we learn. We learned a few valuable lessons. I think the number one lesson out there is water was king this year, along with fungicide applications and getting things done in a timely manner. And that's kind of been our message all year. And we see that playing out here at harvest. So with that, stay safe. We'll be in touch with you next week.